I just, not just, but many times I speak with American and I finally understand what is the problem with Americans today. They act like bullies, and they simply don't know what to do right now when the nerds that they beat in the schools suddenly came up to fight back. And the bully is simply lost in this situation. What should he do? Be more aggressive, I don't know, trying to push the nerd on the ground and beat him up. And you know, the nerd can fight back in this situation, can not tolerate humiliation anymore, etc. And in such conditions, bully is simply lost. And that's what is state of American people right now. Many European people also like that, act like that, but they are on the middle ground, more on the middle ground. Americans don't understand what change, and they are very aggressive, and mostly both sides. To be fair, it's both sides. One side want to things stay as it is, and conservative side people simply trying to, I don't know, be more aggressive, trying to push even harder. They don't understand why people do not tolerate anymore when they come up with stupid insults or some abuses, that people dare to fight back, response, do not agree with them, etc. Do not, like, you know, admire their opinion. And it's on macro level looks very terrifying for them. It's of course all subconscious, and I can explain this only in terms that probably it is, but it looks like this. United States for 70 years was the greatest power in the world, and right now China simply fighting back and no more tolerate insults. Russia fighting back, Europe fighting back, and Americans in such macro level conditions, when problems is arrived, because economically United States could not sustain the shape of things anymore. And in such conditions they simply trying to be more aggressive, push even harder, push over the board. Always, they used to wear like one and only truth. American truth, it's one and only truth for whole the world, and everyone admire Americans. But now when things go bad, now when things go bad, other people in the world suddenly start to fight back. Muslims start to fight back also, in some shapes. And in such conditions, Americans simply don't know what to do. How? Nerd fighting back? No, they're not fighting back. They have to tolerate this. They have to, no, don't fight me back. And you don't know what to do. You're trying to be more aggressive, more, I don't know, you looks very funny in such a state when people can come up with some arguments, can I don't know, say something, can disagree with you. It's looking, of course, very ridiculous. Overall, it's of course sad, very sad, because American people act like children. It looks like they, I don't know, most of them, of course, it's not generalization when 100% of the population is like that. No, of course not. And yet it's vast majority, vast majority, like 85% of the population is like that. And you have to understand that in such conditions, it's your problem. It's problem of economy, it's problem of political incompetence of your government, of your politics, rich people and corporations in such a state, because it's capitalism and government means equal to rich people and corporations. and their incapability of keep things as it was for the 60 years, let's say 60 years, because it all ended really 10 years ago, but they simply incapable to keep things as it was 10 years ago. Even 10 years ago it was wonderful. Right now everything is falling apart. People all over the world finally start to understand that they have power, that they have say, really. They can fight back, they can push back Americans, they can not tolerate abuses from American, how they behave, their stupid argumentations, they how to say it. Well, people normal may tolerate stupidity of Americans, overall stupidity. It's very big generalization, but it's true. Americans is very stupid because brainwashed, because propaganda constantly tell them to do some things and to not to do other things for 70 years. Since Hitler's Germany was defeated, America came up with huge propaganda, with huge propaganda machine, and since then everything was shaped in form so you conform to the states of things, as long of course as this system was beneficial for you. But right now half of population see that this system no more tolerate this, and yet they cannot understand how to behave in such conditions, in such a situation, what they should do. Should they be, and can they be really more, I don't know, tolerate, more understanding? Should they listen to people from other countries? Right now they in total denial. You know, there's 7 stages, I don't remember what it is, but one of them is denial, and you're in total denial. Acceptance will come not very soon, to be fair, but you're in denial right now. You deny in reality at every level, in every state. You don't want to get used to the situation when when people from other countries, from all over the world, really starting to think or saying what they think. People really start to say what they really think about America. Before it was like, I want to go America, so because all resources go in America, and America running the whole world, and I want a part of this pie. So America is cool. I love America. Yeah, cool America. Yes, we go into America. Now give me your money and get the fuck out of my side. It was pretty much like that. But right now, economical stability of the United States is no longer valuable. Europe also crumbling apart in these conditions, and people more and more realize and open their eyes, see that America is nothing but a bully, worldwide bully, that running around bullying people, and no one fight back. No one dare to fight back. No one dare to say something against their will, because they will put sanctions or create a coup or something along those lines. But right now, United States is no more capable of such things. And people all over the world see this, feel this inside, subconsciously of course. But they see this, they understand this. And average Americans, they simply don't know how to act in such conditions, in such situation. They angry, in denial, in total denial. All Westerners really in denial. They don't want to get used to the thought that their life is pretty much coming to an end. The lifestyle that they have for 70 years, 60 years, let's say 70, because they still live like that. For the past 70 years, these people live in such conditions, in such situation. They was prosperous, they run around the world and robbing it, etc., etc. But right now, situation is changing rapidly. And subconsciously, people understand this. But Americans simply deny this. Westerners in general, well, die-hard Westerners, let's call them that. Die-hard Westerners, they are simply in denial. They don't want to accept that position of United States right now is not #1 country in the world, and we all want to go in America to get the piece of pie that they are stole from another world. No. Center of the world is changing, shifting from United States. Well, one of the centers of our new upcoming world is shifting away from United States. And in such conditions, Americans simply don't know what to do. They know more #1, they know more cool, they know more great. And this slogan from Trump is perfectly understandable in such conditions. Let's make America great again. And people not only vote for this, they don't understand what it means. It means that United States is no more great. You need to make this country great again, because it's no more great, because it's no more #1, because it's no more world policeman, because no one is afraid of United States anymore, because no one will tolerate such behavior from American people anymore. And people fighting back, and Americans don't know what to do, don't know what to say in such conditions. And they in denial, and they are aggressive. They act like children, of course. 14, 15 years old teenagers act like this. Very aggressive, very, I don't know, intolerable, very, I don't know how to say it. They like to insult people, they like to attack people, just because they're so special, quote unquote. In such conditions, in overall, it's very sad trend, because it's pretty much sad to see how adults acting like 14 or 15 years old teenagers. And it's not like women act this way. Okay, and I can perfectly understand why women act this way, but it's men act this way. I don't really talking to women, I'm mostly talking to a man. And it's very sad. Of course, it's very pathetic in some shape or form. But how dare you? It's not Greta phrase. It's phrase of die-hard Westerners. How dare you fight back? How dare you do not believe in my truth? How dare you disagree? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? This is what the state of United States right now. It's how dare you. They really don't understand how people dare to fight back, how people dare to not tolerate their abuses or humiliation that the Americans trying to achieve. Americans really, diehard Westerners in general, really do not understand this, because it's like broken paradigm. Absolutely, conditioning is broken. How possible? It's impossible. No, you dare not fight back. You dare not to disagree with me. I'm American. Agree with me right now. And it's fucking sad. People, you're adults. Grow up. It's I wouldn't say these words, but how dare you not grow up in 70 years? How dare you?